It's the hot mom.
It's the hot mom.
It's
Keaton's
mom.
Keaton's mom.
I'm in love with Keaton's mom.
The white
Keaton's mom has got it going on.
You lie in bed for a little bit longer, trying to convince yourself to get up and make coffee and dig around for some ibuprofen. Alex always tells you that you should eat when you take painkillers, but headaches always make you feel queasy. Hey dickhead, where the fuck are you? Oh no, they forgot to text him.
Oh no.
There's a whole bunch of texts to that effect until one time stamped around midnight. Jesus, it took me 30 minutes to think to check my Discord message. It's not Discord, goddammit. Why the hell didn't you just text me? Whatever, it's fine. Call me whenever you wake up. Oh, right, Alex. You pick up your phone to find a couple missed calls and a whole bunch of texts. You snort. Alex pretends that you annoy him, but he loves to act like your mum. The truth is, you'd messaged him on Discord because of this exact outcome. You didn't want him to get the message until you were already gone. He'd probably say the same thing that you were saying to yourself. This guy is probably a serial killer, and if he'd given you any resistance at all, you definitely would have turned Emhari down. Which would have been a mistake, because you had a really nice time, and as it turned out. Maybe relies on Alex's opinion too much.
Yeah.
You fall back asleep halfway through typing a response back to Alex.
Yeah, / other people in general, but yeah.
When you wake up again, the sun is even brighter through the gap in your blinds, and you feel a little less like your brain is pounding to get out from the inside of your skull. Then it starts up again, because you realise your phone is ringing.
It's been so long since I've had a hangover, obviously, because I've been sober for 10 months.
Nice! That came around fast.
Yeah, it sure did. But that shit is excruciating. And, like, since being sober and, like, reflecting on it, I'm like, why did I put myself through that? Why did I ever think that that was worth it?
It does sound awful. Like, I've never experienced a hangover, but, like, I've seen my parents go through it and friends go through it enough that I'm like, why?
It's absolutely brutal. And yeah, for real, like, why? Jesus. Hello?
Inaya, thank God, I was about to call someone to do a welfare check.
What? Why?
It's after 10.
So,
you've never slept that late in your life.
who are you? The sleep cops? Fuck off, I was tired.
I thought that pretty guy might have murdered you.
Well, he didn't.
You hesitate. Oh, what the hell.
He just fucked me and left.
Wait, just fucked you then took off?
Not like right then. He left this morning. It wasn't like a wham bam, thank you ma'am sort of scenario.
I've never heard anybody say that in real life.
I'm already regretting it.
So?
So what?
How was he? You transfer the phone from one ear to the other. It's hot from charging and it's making your neck sweaty. You hadn't been aware that you and Alex were talk about your hookup level friends, but you suppose you haven't hooked up with much of anybody since the two of you started seriously hanging out. Alex does casual sex, but he doesn't talk to you about it. You always assumed it was because he figured it was none of your business, but maybe he just didn't want to rub your face in it, so to speak.
He was good. It was good.
Wow, scintillating.
I don't know what you want me to say. That he rocked my world?
Did he?
I guess.
There's no hope for you, Inaya.
That's mean. Why would you say that to someone when they aren't wearing any clothes?
You're not wearing any clothes?
No shit, I was asleep, and as previously stated, I had sex last night.
I always put clothes on afterward.
Well, I guess you're just better at sex etiquette than I am.
Sexticate. You both laugh. Your brain is only half switched on at this point, so you can be forgiven for laughing at extremely half-assed portmanteaus.
Sorry I made you worry.
It's okay. I should have checked my other message apps before I started flipping my shit.
Were you really that worried about me?
Kind of. You never go home with anyone.
That's not true. I went home with Yolanda last week.
Wait, what? She didn't tell me that. Did you fuck her too? Inaya, that is so fucking slutty. Wait, complimentary or derogatory?
I was gonna say complimentary. I resent the implication in your tone. Having sex twice in a 2-week period is not slutty. Like, it is, but in a good way. Yeah. Like, in a good way. We love sluts in this house. Besides, we just hung out. She didn't tell you about it because there was nothing to tell.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure that you were okay. I'll let you go. Talking on the phone is weird and I hate it.
Yeah, I think I'm having an allergic reaction. Next time at least FaceTime me. Bye.
Bye, Naya.
I read that as nya for a second. Bye, nya.
You snort and drop your phone back onto the bed. Alex definitely has no right to tell you how late you can sleep, but he's right that you haven't managed to sleep in this late for a while, at least since college. Maybe you should have sex more often. It'll be better for your sleep schedule. You wonder how long it will take Emhari to text you. Oh, bless. He probably won't do it today. That would seem needy, even though you wouldn't mind if he did.
Mm-hmm. This is... I have a feeling. I had a feeling.
Yeah. It wouldn't seem needy to you. You're just thinking what would go through your mind if someone you slept with gave you their number. You wouldn't want Emhari to think that he was your only option. Or maybe you would want him to think that. Is it rude to imply that you'd rather be fucking someone else? You're so bad at this. You get up and get dressed, aware that almost half the morning is gone. Not that you'd be doing anything besides fucking around on the internet and pretending to look up recipes while you watch bad Betflix dramas.
Why are so many of these just have a B?
Betflix.
Betflix. Bitter. Discord. It's like an Arab auntie created all these apps.
That's your usual weekend MO when you don't have a stream planned. Instead, you're in the mood for something else. Dude, impromptu stream will stalk your crush.
Okay, I don't think I can vote for stalk your crush because I feel like it's a slippery slope for Inaya.
She's gonna get too invested.
Yeah, yeah. I have to vote against stalking your crush. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the same. Let's see if she can do a stream to take her mind off it and maybe actually finish the stream for once.
Yeah.
Instead, you clean your whole kitchen and make a list of groceries you need for this upcoming week. In fact, you're feeling so good that you set up your tablet for an impromptu stream. You have the ingredients to make a couple things. You have no idea where this incredible mood came from. Well, you do, but you don't think it's just getting laid that has you in such a sunny and sparkling state. It's the fact that you set out to do something that scared you and succeeded. Fucking unreal. Quite literally.
Yay!
Emhari doesn't message you for the rest of the day, but that's fine. In fact, you'd be a little surprised that he did. He doesn't message you the next day either, but it's Sunday. A lot of people are busy with family stuff and maybe church, though Emhari doesn't seem like the church type, but whatever. You don't get a text the next day either, but it's Monday, and whatever job Emhari has is probably busy coming back from the weekend. You've got plenty of stuff to do. No text on Tuesday either, but that's only one day from Monday, right? You're not gonna sweat it. Instead, you come up with a whole list of things you're going to cook for Emhari when you get the chance. Oh no.
Oh, Inaya.
He told you that he doesn't often have time to eat home-cooked meals. He mentioned that he likes Italian food. Maybe you'll finally have time to make that gnocchi you'd been planning. By Wednesday, you think you know what's going on. Emhari probably can only hang out on the weekend. Maybe he has a really time-consuming and exhausting job, and he doesn't know if it'd be cool to text you just to talk. Maybe he thinks you're only interested in hearing from him if sex is on the table. Wow, you really hope you hadn't given him that impression. You'd really like the actual guy himself. Eventually, you break down and voice your fears to Alex.
Okay, alright. Also, why do I feel like the music is conveying a sense of panic? Is that just me?
Oh yeah, that's very discordant piano.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear it super well, but yep.
I
I think it would be kind of silly to say, do you think something happened to him?
Yes, I agree. Because, like, he's just a person and she's gone back to whatever, like, her daily life and routine is. And, you know, like, they barely know each other. And I think that there is something to be said for maybe they didn't kind of do enough establishing what exactly, because I think at least the morning after, if not.
Yeah, I was just thinking that before he left, she should have sort of been like, you know, establish if you want to see someone again.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because I think that the night and them going home together was great, but I feel like they should have communicated expectations the morning after, both of them.
But again, that is the entire point of this game, is to put us in these situations.
But it's given us a lot to talk about, so
yeah, definitely.
In that regard.
I also think this fits more with Inaya's sort of self-worth.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I'm worried I did something wrong. Did I fuck up? It's been almost a week.
Did he actually say he was going to get back to you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he did. I was half asleep at the time.
Well, it might be something that you did, or he might just be an asshole. If it's something you did, well, whoops, but there's nothing you can do about it now. And if he's an asshole, then you'd better off if he never texts you back.
I mean, I think it's a bit more complicated than that.
Yeah.
Like, that's not helpful.
Yes, it is. You just don't know it yet.
Seems like maybe that's how Alex manages
Yeah.
his sex life. Fine, I just really liked him.
I know, it's a shitty feeling.
Why does anybody put up with this shit?
That's a damn good question.
Y'all.
So you stop checking your phone compulsively every couple minutes. If he texts you, he texts you. You really should have asked for his number too, but you'd just been so convinced that he would contact you. He'd been so nice, so fun, smiling at you the whole time, and just really seeming like he had a good time. By the time the weekend rolls around, you're only a little behind on work, and you've only spent some time pining away for a person you met literally one time. You don't even know his last name. You are a country song.
That's just the experience.
Yeah.
That's just the gay experience.
When Alex invites you back out, you jump at the chance. Partly so you're not just sitting at home alone, and partly just because you need to prove to yourself that not getting a call back from a very cute person hasn't completely decimated your self-esteem. Because it hasn't. When Alex pulls into the same club from last week, however, you feel a wave of fear and excitement. It's relatable. Like, oh, I might run into the person again.
Wait, why are we coming here?
I always go here.
You shouldn't. Really?
Yeah, almost every weekend.
Wow, I didn't know you were such a social butterfly. Wait, why do you go to a lesbian bar? Thank you for asking the important questions.
Because gender is a construct, and because there's no cover on Fridays. First one is an excuse, second one, just because it's free to get in doesn't mean you should go there.
Yeah, it's not for you.
Yeah.
And yes, gender is a construct, but, like, do I even have to explain? We already talked about it.
Yeah, gender is a construct, but that doesn't mean that cis men can go to a lesbian bar.
It's like, gender, you know how sometimes, and this is, like, a decent example of it, like, people use gender as a construct as an excuse, as if, like, yes, gender is a construct, but gender is also a social reality.
Yeah, they use it as an excuse when it's like, you can't just be like, gender is a construct, when the effects of the patriarchy and, like, Western colonial gender binary is still affecting the people's material realities.
Exactly. That's perfectly worded. And, like, a good example of that is that for lesbians, our material reality is the threat of male violence. And that's the point of lesbian bars. So, okay, yeah, I think I've decided. I don't like Alex.
Yeah.
That's it. The verdict is out.
The club is exactly how you remember. Loud, crowded, and overpriced. You should have pre-gamed before you got here. The chances of you finding someone else to buy you a $12 cocktail are astronomically low. Well, you can just do what you did last time. Park yourself against the bar and... Oh fuck, there's Emhari. Standing in nearly exactly the same place he was last time and chatting up someone who isn't you. Your heart thuds somewhere into the depths of your stomach, even as you berate yourself for being so needy. You need to get out of here. You'll call an Uber, whatever. You just absolutely know you can't be here anymore. Emhari looks up and you make eye contact. For one hideous moment, you think he is going to pretend that he doesn't recognize you. Or even worse, maybe he doesn't recognize you at all. Maybe he picks up enough people on a weekly basis that they all start to blend together. But then he smiles and waves. Inaya, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, because he's not a dickhead, that's not it. It's that y'all didn't clearly communicate your expectations and boundaries about having sex.
You have no choice but to come closer now.
Hey Emhari, pretty good. How about you?
Good, this is my friend.
It's the hot mom!
It's the hot mom! It's
hot
Keaton's
mom.
mom! Keaton's mom.
I'm in love with Keaton's mom!
Mariella Donata Nervetti Ne Caligaris. Oh yeah, because he's Italian.
They're Italian.
Real estate agent, Keaton's mom. A wine
Keaton's mom has got it going on.
Emhari tells you the girl's name, and you're going to be completely honest here. It flies in one ear and out the other. You don't mean to be rude, you just don't care about her at all.
Well, I do. Bye, Keaton's.
You do your very best to make small talk until Emhari's new friend goes to the bathroom, or maybe to find someone else. You have no idea, you are hardcore not paying attention.
So, hey, you never texted me.
Oh, were you hoping that I would? You feel like you are going crazy.
I mean, yeah, that's why I gave you my number.
Right, He removes his glasses for a moment. Sorry about that. I should have mentioned that right now I guess I'm not looking for anything long term.
Oh. Yeah, he should have mentioned it.
Yeah.
And Inaya also should have mentioned their expectations.
Yeah.
But it happens.
You're not sure, but this actually feels worse than when you assumed he'd just forgotten about you or decided you weren't good enough.
It does generally feel worse when it's not that they're a bad person, because...
Yeah, it's just that it's, like, not the right time
Yeah.
for you guys.
Yeah. Did I do something wrong? I mean...
What? No. It's me, not you. He shakes his head. I know that's a cliche of a poor excuse, but...
I know I'm not hot or whatever.
You don't know why you said that. Wow, you're such a weirdo. What a place to be having this conversation. Emhari's eyebrows raised slightly. Why on earth would I have sex with you if I didn't think you were hot? What, just because you're not everyone's cup of tea that I can't be attracted to you? That gets tangled up somewhere in your brain, sending back an error like a line of junk code.
Wow, that doesn't really make me feel any better.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to be a dick, just... I don't like to lie to people.
Okay, fine, you don't like me, that's okay. Inaya.
She's putting up the walls too quickly.
Well, and
bringing her self-worth into it was, like, not necessary.
Yeah, exactly, because I think that to be on the receive, I 100% like understand like where she's coming from, because I've done the same thing. I have done the same thing, and it, in retrospect, was not cool. And I know that like when I've done this in conversations, that like in my head I wasn't like, oh, like I'm trying to manipulate the situation to make this about me. Like I wasn't being intentionally manipulative.
Yeah.
But how it comes across to the other person, how it seems to the other person and makes them feel, is like you're like making it about your needs and you are trying to kind of make them out to be like a dickhead.
Yeah.
Basically. Like that's how that comes across to other people. It comes across as manipulative and you're making it about you. And it's not coming from that place. I get it, again, because like I've been this person. You're not a bad person, but it's not okay.
Yeah. I think Emhari could have potentially phrased what she said better. I know that she's trying to say, I clearly think you're hot, and maybe you don't have that experience with everyone, potentially because you're like a taller lady and you're brown and hairy and people say bad things to you on the internet, but that doesn't mean that I don't think you're hot.
Yeah. Of like you're not everyone's cup of tea was a really bad way to phrase it.
Yeah.
But like she means like exactly what you're saying, of like the reason why you're not everyone's cup of tea. Bad choice of words, but is because of like white beauty standards.
It's fully like white Western beauty standards.
Fully. Yeah, I think they've done this really well.
Yeah, they have. Like the awkwardness
so
is palpable, but in like a way that I'm like, it feels realistic. Like, you know, sometimes when you have these situations in like TV and movies and games and stuff, it's like, I know that you're trying to make me feel awkward and weird, but it like doesn't feel like real life. It feels too melodramatic. Mm-hmm. This is accurate.
Yeah, this feels very real, and like the way that you can empathize with everyone, but also they're like making mistakes that are very like real. I just think that that's really nice, and actually I feel like that connects to kind of what I was raising before about like you see people from their own perspective and other people's perspective. So like I'm getting like really like this is really making me excited to like see like play from other perspectives.
Yeah, and like I don't know whether
we'll
all
the content.
Yes, I don't know whether we'll get like Inaya from Emhari's perspective because of like not wanting to duplicate content, but I imagine we'll get them from someone, probably.
Yeah.
You hate how petulant you sound, like a kid who's just been told they won't be getting a dessert. I didn't say that. I like you fine. Just...
What?
Just, you don't really seem like you like yourself.
He's right.
Yeah. That hits you somewhere low in the chest. It builds upward into your throat. You can't cry here. You absolutely cannot cry. You would rather kill yourself than cry in front of Emhari.
Thanks for telling me. God,
I've just realised how good the content warnings have been. Because, like, there's no suicidal depiction in this, but, like, talking about wanting to kill herself. And also the ableist languages every time she refers to herself as idiot or stupid.
Yeah,
which like a lot of people skip over that.
Yeah,
in content warnings. So
I think that there are some things that could potentially be a bit more specific, but I think we've mentioned that before. Yeah,
about how drugs could have it could have been more specific that it was like recreational marijuana and not like heroin, or like whether it comes up if there's like injection drug use, do they specify injection drugs when it becomes a more serious issue?
Yeah.
But, yeah, other than that, it's been pretty bang on. Please don't be embarrassed, Inaya. I'm not trying to be cruel. I have shit going on in my life right now. Like, the fact that my ex-wife is dating her soulmate and my kids love her too, that's not even close to my biggest problem right now. Do you really want to get mixed up in all of that? You were spending so much time worrying about your own shit, you hadn't bothered to think about what sort of shit Emhari could be going through.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, you're not sure if that makes you feel better, but it definitely makes you feel different. Slowly, the tension in your shoulders unknots.
Okay, that makes sense. Sorry to be weird. I've had kind of a wacky month.
Emhari laughs, too soft to hear under the music, but visible in the way his shoulders shake. I get it. Me too. The two of you talk until Emhari eventually gets pulled away by one of her friends, and for once, you don't feel a way about it. Lesbian seltzers.
That was really good. That was really, really good.
Yeah.
I mean, they've all been really good, but...
So good. HR kiss. Lesbian seltzers. Presumably these are the different endings.
Inaya root with Keaton.
Oh! I'm enjoying the fact that Inaya is bisexual because it just means that I get to enjoy all the hot people. He's so hot! He's so basic, but he's so hot.
Oh, does.
I know. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give it a like and share your thoughts in the comments below. If you aren't already, remember to subscribe and hit that bell button to know when we upload next.
On screen, you can find this whole playlist for this Let's Play, and you can find a link to our latest video essay. If you like what you see, consider supporting us on Patreon. The link to our Patreon is in the description of every video.
Thanks again so much for watching, and until next time, take care.